Alright guys, welcome back to Jhex Graphics. Today I will show you guys how to design a creative and a simple birthday flyer. Alright. So the first thing I will do is to import the picture I'll be using for this design. So I'll head to my straight to my gallery now and import the picture. Alright. So I will just look for the picture and I will bring it up. So after I've done this, the next thing I will do now is to change the color of my background. So I'll head to this and then I will change the color of my background. So for this, I'll be using the color of the image. So I'll just click here and I will pick the image color, which is this one. So I'll be using this color for this tutorial, right? So after I've done this, the next thing I will do is to import all of the elements I'll be using for this design. So from gallery as well, I'll import another element, all right? So I will just need to increase this by using by using relative size, increasing to fit. So I'll just increase it to 100 and then I'll head to relative position and I'll bring it downward, all right? So now I will just change the color. So I'll be using the white color. So I'll scroll and then I'll pick the whites. So I'll use this. All right. So after I've done this, the next step I will do from here is to copy these elements. So I'll copy this. I'll just copy this and I will change the color of this to black. So I'll head to color and I'll make this black. So I'll choose black. All right. So the next thing I'll do from here is to copy this as well. So just now I've copied, so I'll change the color of this one I copied to white. To a pure white, so I can get what I'm looking for. All right. So after this is done, what I will do next is to bring this one a little bit lower. So I'll head to position and I will bring it lower a bit. So as you can see, we are seeing two different colors, the first black and the second white. All right, so that is what I'm expecting here. So what I'll do now is to merge the both of them together. All right, so I'll head to the layers and pick the two layers. So yeah, so I'll pick these two layers and I will merge them together. All right. So from here, I will hit to erase color and I will erase them. So this erases the white. All right. Okay, let me increase the tolerance to 70 will be great. So from here, I will just need to position this downward, which is by clicking this, all right? So now I will head to color and I will pick the white color. So as you can see, there are different varieties of white color. So I'll choose the lighter parts. Earlier we choose this. So this time around, we choose the whiter part. All right. So I'll just need to bring this lower so I can get it fitted with the other design downward. Right. Just this. So what I'll do next is to enable the shadow option. So I'll head to shadow. The shadow. And I will enable this, all right? And then I'll have to reduce this a bit. So this should be great. So let's bring this upward a bit, all right? So let's bring it upward. And from here, we can lock the elements we've designed. So let's lock this, all right? So what I will do next here now is to complete my artwork. So what I will do is I will head to this one, to this, and I will copy this. All right. So I'll copy this, and I'll leave it this way. And then I'll head to shape and import a shape, and I'll bring it downward, just like this. So I'll bring it downward. So from here, I will choose the color we formed earlier, which is this one. So I'll make use of this color. All right. And then I will go back to this element and then transform it to be upside down by clicking the crop and then picking this, which turns it upside down, and then I'll bring it downward. All right, let's move this upward by bringing it this way. So I will long press and move it upward. And here we go. So what I will do now is to position it at the center. So I'll head to relative position and put this at the center, right? Okay, let's increase and then position it at the center. So I'll bring it downward to give more like a scattered a torn paper, right? Okay, so let's crop this so we can get this to be smaller, right? Just this way. So this is just great. So what I'll do next from here is to type in my birthday test. So I'll head to the test and then I'll type in the birthday test, all right? So birth and then the birthday, right? So I'll increase, I'll head to this and then I'll increase this. And then I will head back to this icon, the align icon, and then I'll pick the center one, right? So now I'll head to the font to change my font. So I will use okay, let me just search for the fonts. All right, so I'll use this Bebas bold. All right, so this is what I'll be using. So I'll increase more. Sorry for that. I'll increase more. And then this should be great. So now I will just reduce the space between the two words. All right. So I'll head to line spacing and then I'll reduce it a bit. So this should be okay, all right. And then I'll position it here. So what I will do from here is to change the color of this. So I'll head to color and I will change this. So I'll change this to this. Or I just need to bring it, lighten it a bit, all right? All right. So after this is done, I will type the happy test, all right? So I'll type the happy test. So I also need to change the font of this one as well. So I'll head to font and change this also. So I'll choose this font called the Doctor font, all right? And then I'll increase this and then I'll position it here. Okay, after this is done, I will head to my shapes and I will pick the shape. So I'll pick the shape and then I will reduce the opacity to 0 and then I'll make the stroke. I will increase the stroke to 2 should be great, right? And then I'll reduce this. So I'll change the stroke color as well to this, right? So after this is done, I'll head to eraser and I'll erase this part. So I'll pick here and then I'll pick the square, right? And then I will just erase the center, right? So I'll erase the center. I'll just click this and this. So we'll achieve this, alright? So what I'll do next from here is to type in let's bring this a little bit lower. Okay, as you can see, there is more spaces downward, so let's bring them all downward, right? So I will just need to select them together. So I'll just select all of them together and then I'll bring it downward just this way. Alright guys, so let's bring the other one also downward. So this and this. So let's bring it downward. So now I will just need to import my other design elements, alright? So I'll head to this and I'll import. So I'll be importing this. So I'll just increase this. Increase. Increase. And then I'll take it to the back. So I'll take it to the back. So now I'll just head to opacity and I'll reduce it. So I'll make this slightly visible, right? So 8 should be perfect. 8 should be just perfect. Then I'll go to lock it. So I'll head to layers and I will lock that layer, right? So now I will just need to type in my other text, alright? So okay, alright, this should be the name of the, alright, this should be the creative name for the person or for yourself. So now I'll head to fonts and I'll pick the recent fonts we used, which is this. So now to achieve that design, what you just need to do is to increase this and then position it here. So let's increase this more and then position it this way, right? And then we head to the layers and we will long press and move this backward to fit to the back of the image, right? Alright, so after this is done, we just copy that same text. Sorry for this, right? Let's lock that layer so it won't move. Alright guys, before we continue, if you are new to my channel, subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can be notified. Also like the video for more tutorials, alright? Thank you guys for doing that. Alright, so the text we copied, the text we copied. So now we position it at the same point, at the same position with the initial text. And to achieve that, make sure you change this to a different color first, and then you use position 2 to move it to get that exact alignment, alright? So just try to get that exact alignment. So after doing that, you head to the color and click the plus icon and then make this, draw this to this position, right? And then you head to stroke and enable this. So let's change the color to white. So make this white and then reduce this. So I'll make this 2. 2 should be great, alright? So just make this 2 or 1, depending how you want it. So after this is done, what I will do next now is to type in my dates, the date of my birthday. So I'll just head to, alright, so let's use this test. So I'll copy this and then, alright, not this. I will copy this and I will edit to the months and to the dates and months, alright? Reduce this to a smaller size, and then we'll fit it here, right? Fit it here. So now we change the color to this, all right? And then we head to the background and we enable it, right? And then we pick white as the test background. So from here, the next thing we will do is to type in the birthday wishes. So click on test and then write down our wishes. Long life and prosperity, and add more if you know more. Prosperity. All right. And then we'll just change the color of this to black and the font as well. So let's head to the font icon and change this to a stylish font, alright? So let's use black pen fonts. So increase to visible size. Then we'll place it here. Okay, let's rotate the, this one. So guys, subscribe and like this video for more tutorials, alright? So write in the wishes here and then make sure the text is at the center. So after this is done, you head to the shapes and then you pick the shape and then click on the rectangle and then you make the color this. And now you reduce to a small size. So let's rotate. So this should be to an angle of 30 degrees. or rather 45 degrees. All right. And then you place it here. So after this is done, you can go ahead and save your project by clicking here and then save as image. Then you choose the ultra quality. You choose the ultra.